right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Camp Capone News. Your boy Art. We have a very special guest. Neek Bucks is here.
What's the deal, my boy?
Peace, bro. How you feeling?
All is well, King. I can't complain, bro.
Yes, sir. Congratulations
Thank you.
on the project.
Thank you.
Um, right. First off, let's just go through, the basic stuff
Mm.
before we get into what I want to get into. But blessed to the max. How do you feel about the reception of it so far?
Man, people loving it. I got different kind of music on there. I kind of was real versatile in this project, so I kind of made something, a little bit for everybody.
Mhm.
So people fucking with it, man. It's been good. It's been dope seeing people, in their cars listening to it in the gym. It's dope, bro.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So, how long did it take for this to be put together? Like, was it something that was created a couple years ago, or is this like a recent development?
Yeah, so I didn't drop a full project in 2 years, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I started off last year on house arrest, so I kind of wasn't able to travel. I was like in the crib, just brainstorming, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do once they let me off the ankle monitor and shit like that. So as soon as I got off, I got right to this project. I was able to travel immediately and I got to work. So I say a year and a half.
Mhm.
Mm.
So a year and a half it took to put this together,
Yeah.
and you feel complete about what you put out to people. You feel satisfied.
Yeah, 100%. We recorded about 100 songs and it got down to this 14.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there's something interesting that I learned about you, man, while kind of preparing for this interview. Um, I learned that you said before that you're not the type of person that like attention.
Yeah.
So how you been able to last so long? Because you've been around for a long time.
Mm.
How have you been able to sustain it and you know be in this career for that long? If that's not something that you like.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had to grow into that. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, I've always been like a super soldier my whole life, like the type to play the cut, you know what
Mhm,
I'm saying, and not get the credit for things, even like, me just being on the block, you know what I'm saying? So me rapping and shit was like a real transition personal wise,
mhm,
cause I never want I ain't never do none of this for the attention. It was just a way to express myself. So it kind of grew on me, bro. Just
mhm.
me meeting new people and me being around. I kind of had to, throw myself around in my weight.
Was it a struggle at first?
Yeah, completely. I mean, you could go back and look at my old interviews. Like I barely talk.
Mhm,
It was hard for me to look in the camera. It was hard for me to like, explain to the people who I really was.
mhm.
So yeah, it was a process, bro.
So for you, it was more about just focusing on the music. At the beginning stages, it was just more like you just like creating the music. You didn't care about anything else that came with it.
Yeah, it
Is that what it
wasn't it
was?
wasn't about, no fame or none of that. It was
Mhm,
just me, you know, um being able to express myself
mhm.
really cuz I was super quiet. I always been super quiet. So when I learned how to put the words together, it was my way of expressing myself and shit.
And something else that I heard you said that I thought was interesting. You said in an interview before that you know throughout your years in this business, um, you said something that you learned is being able to reinvent yourself. That's something
Mhm.
important to you. So I wanted to know, like, if you can describe this new version of Neek Bucks, like what would you describe that to people?
Um I would describe this person as somebody who, went on a self journey to find out who I was, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like going through the ups and downs, being rejected multiple times, being unsure about myself, you know what I'm saying? At times like whether I was good enough or not. And me going through all that, me going through the emotion of that, I just found out who I was, you know what I mean? And that's who you see right now. Who's on Blessed to the Max, just a person who went on a self journey and figured out who he was.
Hmm. How did
Yeah.
you get to that self journey process?
Like I just was saying, just being rejected, told no, being unsure. I just searched all the way deep inside myself. Having a kid,
Hmm.
having a 4-year-old daughter, it's not about me no more, it's about her. And I just had to snap out of just not knowing who I was because I gotta be who I am for her and shit,
Hmm.
you know?
Now, excuse me, when you were the rejection process that you speak about, that's not recent, right? That's just on the process of when you were coming up in this business.
Right, yeah.
That's
This
what.
not my first rodeo, bro. I've
Yeah.
been doing this shit for a little while. I'm actually being reintroduced to people that I've been introduced to.
Mm.
That's a Drake line. I remember when
Did you
Drake said
forget
that.
me? Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
like
Yeah.
I'm being reintroduced to the people that I've been introduced to before. And,
Hmm.
this time around they're more like, open arms and shit like that now. But yeah, man, this ain't my first rodeo, bro. I've been around.
Hmm.
Wow.
Does that get awkward when you in spaces with people that you're familiar with, you had conversation with, but to them it looks a little different, or I guess their reception to you is a little different. Is that awkward? Like, or do you kind of just play the position?
Yeah, I played a position, man, like they might have felt like I wasn't ready at the time. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? I don't hold no grudges. I don't complain. You know what I mean? I understand this is a business and shit. When the time is right, it's right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand that. I understand that. You get further understanding that, not expecting you out of people. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So, yeah.
Nah, and let's stay on playing positions real quick.
Hmm.
And I'm not from New York, but in the sake of New York, I'm gonna pause that
Right.
because that sounded crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Playing
yeah, yeah,
positions.
yeah. It's all good, bro.
Yeah, I know the culture is crazy out here, but I say that because you said something really dope one time. You said just how well you understand your role,
Mm.
and I wanted to know like how important is that for people within the team to kind of grasp that understanding of playing their specific role for the better of the unit or the team. Like,
Yeah, I mean, with that, I always go back to this, like 1 + 1 = 2, right?
okay.
We all know that. It's certain things that you just gotta know, bro. It's like, you gotta if you supporting someone, right? If you
Hmm.
if you playing a role of supporting someone, you gotta understand that the further that person go, you go, right? That person might be doing something that could change everyone's lives forever. So why not, see where you fit and dominate that lane.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And other opportunities come for you being so dominant at what you do. Now people want to hire you all over the place. So I just feel like that's important, bro. Knowing your role and playing it well is very, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
super important.
What about the people who say maybe, yes, you have a dream, but I also have a dream also,
Yeah.
and yes, I want to help you execute your dream, but on that road, don't forget that I have a goal too. I have a dream. So how does a person play their position in the team and still at the end of the goal or at the end of the mission get rewarded as well?
I mean, it's possible. You could either do both, right? You could chase your dream at the same time because you do got a personal life. Your life shouldn't be based around a person. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Because you got your own family. Or one, do both, or two, it might not be the right position for you.
Hmm.
You might need to fall all the way back, but don't you can't be selfish and not give the what you're supposed to give for a certain situation. Fall back
Hmm.
completely and do your own thing.
Yeah.
That's the best solution.
No, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. You got to understand that though. I think
Right.
some people don't understand that because they feel like maybe the other person might not be receptive to that. Like
Mm.
if I fall back and tell my man like, yo, this is important to me, like, so I gotta trust myself, trust my
Mm.
heart and do this. My man might look at me a certain way, like, oh, you don't think what I'm doing,
Yeah.
we gonna make it, like hold
Yeah.
it down, stay 10 toes, like all that stuff that comes
Yeah,
with that.
that definitely play a part. The friendship part, like you said, you might feel like they don't think you great enough, but I feel like great minds should always think alike. You gotta
Mm,
understand. You gotta understand where other people coming from. Part of life is understanding
mm-hmm,
other people. You know what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying? And I feel like if you love someone, you know what I mean, and you respect them, their decision, you should respect their decision.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now you're right, man. Part of life is understanding other
yeah,
people. I think what I understand, a record that I like off the project, "Deserve It All."
hmm
Um, you rap about. You said you were telling a woman to put down perk, but then you end up popping perk yourself.
yeah. I
Like,
said I told my bitch I put them perkies down, then I pop me one. Yeah.
is that something that you constantly deal with, like the drug aspect,
Yeah,
or is that just a new thing, or was that just a bar you were throwing in there?
Nah, that was a phase. That was a phase. When I first got with my daughter mom, right? I used to like kind of in the beginning, I was still on my in a perk phase where I take the perk just to, purge and forget about, what the hell going on. but she helped me quit them shits. You know what I'm saying? And I was
Hold
speaking.
on, talking to the mic. My
Yeah,
fault.
she helped me quit them shits. And at that when that bar I thought about, I was just reflecting on my life. Like
Mhm.
that wasn't a current thing. I was reflecting on multiple things. And I remember her being like, yo, stop fucking with them shits. And I'll leave her and I'd pop another one. You know what I'm saying? So that was that bar. I told my bitch I put them perkies down, then I pop me one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was to you. That was like escaping from reality. Is that what? Or what was your reality like during that time that made you feel like you needed to escape from it? I guess is better.
I mean, I kind of thought I was creative off of it. I kind of thought
Mm,
that it was like something I needed to escape temporary pain or dealing with losses, dealing with people who left me. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, let me take this trip. You know what I mean? And put my mind somewhere else. And that's what I did. That's what I was doing with it. But
hmm
I ain't an addictive person, bro. I'm from a crack block. Like we do the serving. We don't let people serve us. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I snapped out of that shit.
yeah. I'm glad you said that because within that song also you talked about selling
Hmm.
drugs.
Yeah.
That was perk a part of the drugs that you sold, or was it just the bag? Like I mean, the key word you used was bag, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming it was more um, the common stuff that we all know. But um, did you ever?
Nah, that wasn't a thing, and I don't want to say era because I ain't that old. I'm 28 years
Yeah,
old, but when I started hustling and shit, I wasn't selling pills. You know what I mean? When I look out the window, it was crack being sold. You know, I saw my little weed. I wasn't Pablo Escobar. I wasn't, you know what I mean, Rich Porter. I wasn't none of them niggas, but I definitely made my fair share of money on my block. You know,
hmm
and pills wasn't one of them. Nah, we ain't come up selling pills.
yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like you was just a product of the environment at the time?
100%. You know, I just wanted to have money to eat after school. I wanted a good jacket. I wanted to
hmm
be able to go buy a good jacket, a good sneakers, a good pair of jeans. Tavernidis and shit was in at the time. I just wanted, to be fresh and have money in my pocket.
Yeah, especially coming from East Harlem, because
Yeah, bro.
Harlem is like this fashion,
For
hub,
sure.
right? So it's like everyone have on the flyest things,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
at
when you
some
look
point,
at my throwback Thursdays, bro, when I post, like, you're gonna see me with a good pair of Tim Duncans on.
hmm
A good pair, like, you know what I mean? I always kept a good pair of sneakers and shit. Like I got the throwback Thursdays to prove what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I want to. When I was doing research again, something I learned is people were saying like a lot of times when they have conversations in New York regarding, um, you know, people who are some of the tops, they say your name get put out of that conversation a lot. I
Mm.
wonder if you personally, if you feel that way, is that something that comes in your mind? Is that something you're aware of?
What you mean put out? Like not mention?
Not mention.
Yeah, I mean, man, how I feel about that shit is, right? Like I know what's up with myself. I know how dope of an artist.
hmm
Like I got the full package, whether people see it or not, right? And everybody don't get it off the rip.
hmm
Like everybody don't get it right then and there. I feel like people will eventually gonna get it. You know what
hmm
I'm saying? Like, so I don't never watch none of that shit. Like, I know what's up with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a space for rappers, or do you think rappers like yourself exist in this New York era that we're in right now of music?
Hell yeah. We just,
How
it's just
so?
um I feel like it start with me, bro. Like honestly, cause it's a bunch of rappers, everybody rap,
hmm
right? But what else about yourself though? Like what else about yourself you could bring to the table? Like I still get the love and respect from the drill rappers. Like I could go to a drill session. Like I was speaking about this the other day and still get the same feel, like as if I made the drill song, right?
hmm
Um, cause just my impact and my influence on how I could bust it up with the young boys and shit like that. I just feel like I bring something different to the table other than just being a good ass rapper, bro.
hmm
Like I just bring a vibe, an energy, like, you know?
Yeah, the reason why I ask that because a lot of times when there is a wave, people tend to ride the wave
Hmm.
instead of going against the wave. And I think, in a sense, when you make other kind of music, when there's a popular music, it seems like you're going against the wave, and sometimes it becomes more difficult for you when you go against the wave. And is that something that you notice, or you feel like it's all fine for you and you handling exactly what you have to handle?
Yeah, I feel like I'm staying in my own lane. That's the dope shit about it. When you stay in your lane and you dominate your lane, all that shit gonna come right to you.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I could go to, I ain't make drill music, but I go to a session and get the same feel as if I made it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm still gonna get the same love and shit in the room, bro.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I still get the respect from my peers that do that. Like,
Yeah.
so
You,
yeah, I
now,
just stay in my lane.
now you and Puff had a relationship at one point.
What puff?
P Diddy.
Nah, not
Not a
really.
close relationship,
Yeah.
but y'all had
Yeah,
something, right?
we came across each other. Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't nothing, heavy.
to an extent. Yeah,
Right.
I remember that because I was watching Keeping It Butte. You did that like a while ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the podcast.
Yeah. Nah, I think that's
Starve him
and
and
Mousy,
yeah,
yeah.
and they brought up Puff
Hmm.
and I remember you saying that y'all had somewhat of a
Yeah.
passing, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure.
But I brought him up because I wanted to ask of a statement how you felt about a statement he made about New York music being in last place
Hmm.
as a New York artist. You know, what's your thoughts on that?
I think part of it is true. And I blame the OGs
How so?
because a lot of the times they like to wait till something is hot to jump on it, right?
Mm,
And that's like the norm for New York. And I feel like with they platforms, they should make New York hot over and over, like they do in the A and shit like that. Like when like we didn't know about Lil Baby. We hear Lil Baby get on a platform and say Young Thug paid them to rap. You get what I'm saying? When nobody knew who he was, he paid them like, yo, you hot. We don't got none of that. We don't got no big dogs that's just like advocating for a nigga out the ghetto that don't got no motion to rap and just so yeah, I blame the OGs, bro. And
eh,
I think that that's what like my purpose in this shit is to do is to put this shit back on the map, like for sure.
Man, that's so interesting you said that because I literally just had this conversation with Self about OGs embracing the younger artists coming up in New York
Yeah,
because I feel like that's not often. The only one I could think of is the French Montana, I mean Jim Jones a little bit,
yeah. That's Jim definitely good for that. Jim definitely gonna come to your block and shoot a video, no matter where you at with it.
Mhm.
Like you know what I'm saying? He gonna come. You got 5,000 followers. As long as you pushing, he'll come fuck with you, and he won't charge you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But it need to be like a whole lot more of that shit though.
Yeah, and I wonder why
Like
it doesn't happen like that, dog.
I don't
Is it
know,
like a
bro.
competitive thing, like, or is it just they're so stuck in a particular phase that they don't want to accept this current wave or trend or whatever this moment that we're in, we're calling it, but they don't want to accept that. Like,
I don't
I
know.
wonder. I'm just throwing out questions, but I'm not saying there are particular answers for it. But I just wonder a lot why it seemed like a lot of the New York artists don't want to embrace these new generation niggas.
But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't even have the answer, but I think.
But you've been embraced by a few, right? Because you said before, you ran around with Jim
Mm-hmm,
early on when you were coming up, or
mm-hmm,
when you were coming up. I remember.
yeah.
I think you said you went on tour. You went on tour with them, right?
Nah, I ain't going tour with him, but he definitely showed me it was bigger than my block.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
I remember
tour.
you saying that.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't tour, but he definitely, took me around and, showed me it was bigger than where I was from and shit like that.
yeah.
So I'm forever appreciative of him.
Yeah.
Or
Was he the only, you know, NY rappers that that showed you love to that extent?
hell yeah. At the
Wow.
time, hell yeah.
What about now? Has anyone, of that caliber reached out to kind of, you know,
Yeah, it's pretty much all love now.
mhm.
Now it's like, I work myself into this space where it's undeniable love. Like if you ain't showing love, nigga, what's your problem?
What's
It's like at that point now.
yeah.
Yeah, so shout out, salute to everybody, from New York that's doing it.
Hmm.
You know,
So let's talk more about the project. How did you and Berg, well, I don't know if I can call him that, but
yeah.
yeah. How did y'all clicked up for the project?
Yeah, we share the same manager, and business partner. You know what I mean? He put us together. It started as a work relationship, and me and we built this bond and shit to
Hmm.
where it wasn't no longer that. And creating the music was easy. We like damn near recorded these songs on vacation.
Hmm.
Like we'd get a beach house in Miami, Palm Springs, Arizona. We get these like locations and just knock the music out. So it was kind of like, we was in a vibe doing these shits. So it was pretty much easy, bro. We both hard workers. and we match each other energy. So
Yeah. I thought you said you were on house arrest. So
I
this
did.
this
No, this
wasn't
is as
during
soon
house.
as I got off. As
Okay.
soon as I got off house arrest, bro, I jumped on a private jet and started my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like
And you went to where? LA or Miami?
we went to Miami. I went to
Okay.
Miami first, and I just immediately started. I had all these ideas already.
How was the
Like,
inspiration different from being in New York to out there?
bro, man, when you hear New York is just, it's so it's so just a dark, place. We were just coming off quarantine. Fucking the shootings was high. Murders was high. It was just a lot of shit going on. You walking in the building, you know what I mean? You gotta walk in your building sturdy. It just a lot was going on.
Hmm.
And to come from that to get on a private jet and go fucking be around palm trees and blue water and jump in jacuzzis and shit like that, it was just, different for me, bro.
Yeah. Now he sent the private jet, or how did that
Oh,
happen?
no, no, no. So my business partner, man, I got a dope ass business partner. He
Hmm.
cut fucking deals. He just like dope. He worked, extremely hard. He's one of the guys in his company and shit like that. And we made it happen.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
just
Shout out to
he sent
JC,
you.
man. Yeah.
He sent you a private jet, huh?
Yeah, we just got on the private jet. Yep, for sure.
That's
Straight off the ankle monitor, cut that shit off.
and got on the private jet.
Yeah, man.
Ain't that a that's some crazy shit, yo. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's some crazy ass shit. What'd you do when you got to Miami?
We went to Kanye shit. Kanye was doing the Donda joint.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
went
around that
straight there.
time.
Yep.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
wow. So you went to that concert, and then where like what else happened in between that?
We went there. We went to we recorded.
Oh,
We
okay.
went to Atlanta, shit
Oh
like that.
shit, y'all did like a whole
Yeah,
mini
yeah,
tour
it was
going on.
heavy. Hell yeah.
Was that like was there some purpose behind that, or was it just you just wanted to experience something because
Man,
you
I
were
just
locked
got
down?
off house arrest.
Yeah.
That was the experience.
Oh, you just
Shit.
wanted to see some hoes. That's
It
all.
was like, nah, it's like, yo, bro, like shit, man, from here we going up. It's like
Yeah.
we ain't going back. Like,
Hmm.
so that's what that was.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Like to to see that life, I must. I can only imagine like when you were on house arrest,
Mm.
how like your body was itching just to kind of like get back
Yeah, it was
in
dope
there.
though. I got a lot of I had time to think, spend time with my daughter,
Hmm.
like be like a 24-hour father, damn near, like when I wasn't on house arrest, I was moving around so much, so I probably get, a half a day with her
Hmm.
and shit like that. But being on house arrest just gave me more time to, bond with her and shit.
Yeah. I saw something on your Facebook, man. I was looking through your Facebook page, and I saw something that makes me want to ask you this question, man. Like, like, how do you think social media, is quote unquote exposing real niggas? Real niggas.
Cause that's a good question, but I see real niggas get on these platforms and say shit that they shouldn't be saying, or just moving how they should move, or just not being themselves for clout.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So it leave me in question about a lot of people that I thought was real before all this shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
It is that. I don't know. Like, I think, especially for music, I had a young artist in here earlier today, and she was talking about how um this drill scene right now, her number one goal is just to get hot, say whatever she want to say. But I'm just painting you the mindset of some people. You know what I mean? It's just
crazy.
to get hot, say whatever she got to say, get hot, and then get out.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if we consider that real, or is it like what? I guess what is real is what I'm trying to say. Because her what she's talking about is like there's a formula that exists, and certain people notice that,
And
and
she's
they
right.
play into that.
Hmm.
And like you said, she's right. Like that
Hmm.
formula does exist. So do we then call them? Are they not real? Like what? Like what?
No,
What's the
that's a
definition? Is what I'm trying to
see.
ask.
I feel like see what she want to do. That's a plan that she got, and you can't really judge her character on her plan. Like she's telling you what the play is.
Hmm.
I feel like when you jump into this shit as with a certain persona, when you coming off as a real nigga, like this is what you putting out in the world,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
energy.
yeah.
This is what it's a certain way you gotta play it.
Hmm.
She's letting you know the play.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, this is the play. Fuck the personal thing about it. No, the play is this. I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and I'm gonna. So it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Can that be respected too though?
I mean, yeah, I think that's genius. For somebody to have an idea and bring it to life, you're a
Mhm.
genius.
Wow.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. But and then that leads me to ask, like, do you see the consequences that come with that? Because that's what I asked her. I said, "Do you see the consequences that come with that?" Yeah, it's a play.
Hmm.
Cool. You see it. You mapped it out, and you understand that if I do X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna get lit. I'm gonna get some clout.
And it actually
Okay,
worked. That's dope. Yeah,
and it works. That's cool. But when you reach that clout, there's gonna be some things waiting for you there that you probably don't you ain't even had in your plan at all. And that's what
that's
I
so
told her. I was
true.
like, "Are you ready for the consequences that comes with that? You can diss X, Y, and Z, but do you know who they got behind them
Hmm.
that might do some shit for them? Like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? It's
That's
like
true.
you don't map all those things out. So
That's true.
I don't. I'll look at it a little different when I see people say that kind of stuff. And I had that
That's true.
conversation with her, but um, yeah, I don't know. My mind is just a little different about that. But
No, but that's a good point of view as well. Like I think the great ones think all the way through.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? And they last. Like, you know what I mean? But if you don't have, like you said, if you don't got that mindset to think it all the way through,
hmm
and when you get there, be able to deal with the consequences, then I mean, you wasn't so smart.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's a good conversation that we had, bro.
hmm
It's like two point of views
hmm
of it.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
So did you ever have a game plan? Like I'm sure being lasting for as long as you have,
Hmm.
there has to have been some type of strategy. It
Yo,
wasn't just
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. No,
wow.
it wasn't. Cause I feel like if it was a strategy, I would be 1,000 times more prepared. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? I feel like more things would be like in line and shit. Bro, where I'm from, bro, like nobody made it like as far as I did. You know what I'm saying with this shit. I ain't have nobody to watch and be like, yo, we gonna do it like them. I kind of paved my own way with this
mhm,
shit, bro. So I never thought that you could make it. I never thought that I would be doing a project with Hitmaker, executive produce, with Two Chains on it, with Wiz Khalifa, like with all this shit. Like, nah, bro, I didn't think that far. I
yeah,
really didn't. This shit started as me expressing myself on beats and shit, look how far it went.
yeah,
Like so, nah, bro, it wasn't no plan.
yeah.
It wasn't no plan. And when I me being 28, I would tell my 16-year-old self to prepare and plan.
I was gonna say, in hindsight,
Yeah,
looking back at it, would you have
hell
had
yeah.
some type of
I
game
would
plan?
definitely tell the 16-year-old me, yo, bro, prepare for your future. Prepare for this. Um, have your clothing line right, have your business right, LLC this, trademark this. You know what I'm saying? Get all your shit in order because you're gonna be a star.
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a conversation a lot of people don't have with themselves, though. I
Right.
think a lot of I'm not a rapper, so at any point, if I'm wrong, just let me know. But a lot of rappers, when they want to come into this game, they f- they're thinking one sided. They're thinking just I'm a rapper.
Hmm.
But me and Self had this conversation too, actually. It's the music business.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? So
100%.
people dismiss the business
Hmm.
side of this whole thing, and they just focus on, oh, I'm just gonna give the music, and don't try to understand the business.
That's a fact. Yo, I was able to be around, Mace is one of my big bros and mentors. And I was able to be around him when I was 18 years old, just, soaking game up. Like he took a liking to me early. So he would take me everywhere he go. And one thing he noticed about me was how good my heart was.
Mm,
He like, yo, bro, your heart is too good. Like that heart you got, bro, save that shit for charity and shit
wow.
like that. Like this business, you gotta be tough, bro. Like take that little heart you got and put that shit over there for that other shit, cause
hmm
this shit gonna eat you alive, bro. And I always remember that shit. See, 10 years later, it's still on my brain.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm glad you didn't sign with Mace, but
Oh no, 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 that's my brother. Yo, he
I'm
never,
just talking shit,
yeah,
man.
that's my big brother. He never even tried. He
Yeah.
never put no paperwork in my face. He never did none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was always like, yo, right now I can't do for you what I want to do for you. So
hmm
I'm gonna just keep installing this fucking greatness into you until you figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were with Atlantic, right? At one point,
Um,
am I saying that right?
Kinda, sort of, but not really. It was like, yeah.
What was the situation?
So, it was my man. plugged me with someone who had a situation at Atlantic, and he had when Atlantic gives someone a situation, and I don't want to.
And then they bring
Yeah,
somebody
and
in.
I don't
Yeah.
want to speak. I ain't even saying no names because these niggas ain't even like important. You get what I'm trying to say? He got a situation with Atlantic and kind of wanted to bring me on. He thought I was dope and shit like that. And yeah, we were supposed to finesse the Atlantic play and hopefully put some music out on it, but it never happened. So yeah,
So
not
now,
really, but yeah.
what are you currently?
I got a partnership with Monarch
Okay.
here for a reason. My label Monarch, which used to be E1 back in the days,
Hmm.
they believed in what we had going on and we partnered up. Shit.
Well, what's the partnership? Describe that.
That's when we still have creative control over what we doing, and so do they. They come, they partner where we lack. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what the
Why did you
partnership.
think that makes sense to you?
Cause it's some a machine. So now we don't have to put 100% of the money up.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Because I have this fight a lot. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, go independent." If you're in the position to, that the
yeah,
conversation that people want to have is, "Oh, go independent, go independent." But
yeah.
it's like, why would you do that when the machine has
Can help
everything?
you.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. As long as you bringing something to the table on your side, and it makes sense for
Hmm.
them. They got a plan and something they could bring to the table. That I mean, what's the problem with that? What's the
Hmm.
problem with getting money with somebody else who getting money?
Yeah.
Like on the street level, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah, I respect it,
yeah.
man.
No, yeah, we made that clear though. It's a partnership.
Mhm.
Like it ain't. Yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
He said that we still indie, but
Okay.
that's
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
basically getting at is that you basically getting money with somebody that's getting money. You got your own shit going on, but so do they. So why
Mm,
not get up and get some money together?
mm.
Yeah,
Is it indie though? Are you one of those people? Don't tell
100.
me you pulling the
No,
one of the people who be like it's indie when it's not really indie.
no, bro. We hold on. We hundreds of thousands in the hole, bro, on
Mm,
us betting on ourselves. Like, yeah, we 100. Yeah, we indie.
mm,
Hell yeah, like for sure. We our goal is to outwork our partners, bro. Like to be honest, like
mhm.
y'all gotta bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only reason why I'm asking that is because I know a lot of. I mean, from my observation, I see a lot of people throw that word around a lot,
And
indie,
don't really
but
be.
then
Yeah.
have if you look at you really dive into
Yeah.
what they got going on,
No,
it's like they're not really indie.
look, to answer that, all I gotta do is say blessed to the max out now, right?
Mhm.
And shit, when you go to Apple and you look at who put the project out, you could tell who indie and who not,
Mm,
right?
that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, so the proof is right then. It's right
Right
there for
there in
you to
front of
see.
you. Yeah.
I don't never like to get up here and not say things that you can't pull up. You know
Mhm.
what I mean, bro? So yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I respect that, man. All right. I do want to ask one more thing before we get out of here. But I'm trying to escape my brain. I can't remember what it is, but until I can think about it. What you shot the video with Wiz. Like what was that experience like?
Man, that shit was wonderful,
Where did
man.
that? Where y'all shoot that video? Actually, my bad.
We shot
Interrupt.
it in LA. We shot
Okay.
it in California. That shit was a wonderful experience, bro. We smoked a lot of weed, got you know what I mean, got fucked up, drunk, spoke. Me and Wiz got a chance to build a relationship in a day.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. I had a great time shooting that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some of the clips online. I think I saw TMZ posted it.
TMZ pulled up.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, it was a vibe.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Do you that was that like a connection through you or was that through?
So that was that it started, Hit put it together. It was an idea. I'm like, yo, on the hook, little Trey was like, switch your road tight, basically speaking about like weed and smoking. And I thought about Wiz. And I'm like, yo, bro, you got a relationship with him, you know what I'm saying? See if we could get it done. And he nailed it, got it to us in a day. And when we got up to shoot the video, it became a different story. Me and him connected on a personal level, and that's my brother.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. I mean, that's all I got for you, man. Is there anything else? I guess you're promoting the project right now. Anything else you're pushing after that, or are we
Yeah, I
just sitting
mean,
on this for a while?
right now, man, blessed to the max out now. This shit is a super solid body of work. The deluxe is on the way. But I don't really want to promote nothing else right now but this project because this shit is so hot. And
Mhm.
I want everybody, the world, to hear this shit before, we kind of just put it to the back and move on. Like a lot of music is done. We ready to keep gassing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ready to work with me, but this project just has to reach the world, man. I just think everybody should hear it.
the record with I think Tink and I think Rory was on there
Yeah.
also.
Yep.
That record's tough.
Thank
I
you,
like that
bro.
record a lot. I
Thank
like
you.
Tink though, but I mean collab wise, I
Mm,
think everybody kind of stood out very well. So
yeah.
it was a
Everybody
good
brought
record.
it. Everybody came through for me, man.
Yeah. Now, congratulations, man.
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations on
Appreciate
the
it, man.
project. Thank you for pulling up, man.
Hell yeah.
You can look at the camera, let them know where the typical interview stuff, where to follow
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, Blessed to
Important,
the
but
Max out now, man. That shit out on all platforms, everywhere. Everywhere you look for it, it's there. I got Tank on there, Vori, CeeLo Green, Wiz Khalifa, Benny the Butcher, Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? That shit, the hottest project in the world. Neek Bucks on Instagram, Neek Bucks on Twitter. I'm always there popping shit. Neighborhood Hove on TikTok, we everywhere. Make sure y'all come fuck with me.
all right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you again for
Appreciate you,
stopping
bro.
by for
And
sure.
before I get off, man, I want to give you your flowers too, bro. I'm heavily in tune with what you be doing. I
No,
watch
look.
your interviews, you know what I'm saying, and keep doing your thing, bro.
Thank you, man. I
Word, for
appreciate
sure.
that. Thank you. All right, y'all. It's Can Capone News. Support Art, Neek Bucks. Thank you, man. Blessed to the
Okay.
max out right now.
Yes, sir.
Peace.